So, Nihoi people, today I welcome you to a short podcast about the recent Mario Maker 2 Direct, Pokemon Direct, and VE3 Direct from Nintendo. Yeah, so, as I just said, it's all just gonna be around Nintendo, so anyone who's interested in PlayStation, Sony, or Xbox, or Bethesda, sorry I'm not the right guy for you. But I hope I can still entertain you, and yeah, I'm sorry this video comes out so late. I actually wanted to upload it on the day that VE3 Direct of Nintendo was held, but sadly my internet went down and everything. Yeah, I know I make a lot of excuses, but that's just how it is. I'm sorry. Okay, then just as another quick reminder, don't have any expectations on this. I'm still the incompetent myth, so yeah, I hope you still enjoy. So let's start off with Mario Maker 2. So Mario Maker 2 has now generated a lot of hype. We got as a start just new styles to no wait sorry. We got many new things, like actually we got ourselves the grappling hook, which is a kind of just a thing that holds an item for you, but that you can also hold on to yourself. So it kind of replaces some of the vines that were in the new Super Mario Bros. DS, I can remember, that were in Jungle World that you can use to swing around. Then also we had night for every different theme, which means that at every different theme you can turn on the night option, and that gives or adds something quirky to the level, like anti-gravity or some kind of, I think, the ghost house, everything became dark. This actually looked really cool and gives another great deal of options. Also, it was very nice that you could change this by choosing either the sun or the moon for the level, but also doing it manually. This made it really nice and gives many options for really pretty much different styles. And then also, of course, the new 3D World art style. It's okay for it to be something special, that you can't just choose around with the other ones and change it. Of course, this leaves makes it really something else, and you can't just do the levels in it as you would do with the other ones, but it still has some pretty nice options, and I think that it's really a creative idea, and 3D World is a great fit to it. Now, as I wanted to say in the beginning, there can also be added some new styles. I mean, we saw that there was some space left between the new Super Mario 3D World option thingy button, so I thought, which styles could that be? And I came to two conclusions, or actually three, but first the first two. The first one would be Mario Bros. 2. Mario Bros. 2 is special because it's actually a game. If I say Mario Bros. 2, most of the people actually think of Doki Doki Panic and the actual Mario Bros. 2, and I am also talking about Doki Doki Panic. It would really be something special because that game is less about the jump and run and more about this whole pulling and lifting mechanic. So we would surely have something new and something really special, as that new style should be. Then there would be Mario Land 2. I think that Mario Land 2 would be better than Mario Land 1, because Mario Land 1 really doesn't have a good resolution. I mean, come on, even my videos look better than that. Also, Mario Land 2 had some pretty nifty features that they could surely utilize in some way, and I don't know that much specialties of that game, but maybe Nintendo will find out. And the third option I talked about, which also has a great chance, would of course be Hotel Mario. I mean, who doesn't want to make his own Mario hotels? So, some things that I still think would be missing. But the first thing that I really would like to have is a campaign maker. This means that you can choose a bunch of levels you've made, or maybe even some that you've downloaded, and then write a story description or something like that, and put them into a kind of playlist, so that you can actually have a little story campaign as you would in a normal Mario game. I think this would be a great fit, because when people actually the people who want to build their very own Mario game could then just do it, and really do it in this old-fashioned way with the whole play level after level and the story going with it. And I think it would also be very good for maybe organizing your levels. So I know this may sound a little bit weird and not necessary, but I think that it would be a really great addition to the rest. And also, level scales, we've already seen that there are also now gonna be vertical levels, which I'm very happy about, because vertical levels give many more options. But I think that kind of scaling between horizontal and vertical could also be a very nice thing. As an example, you could maybe do a level where Mario has to go diagonally up to the right, upper right corner. This could really be something new and special, so I see this as a good fit for a new option. And the last thing that I would think is still missing is a kind of singularity. Like, you have now all these new modes and options, and maybe you come down with something simple to give it a nice touch. Because of course you're gonna be you're gonna be playing this game for hours and hours ongoing. So maybe I know I'm expressing that in a weird way, but it's something like with the fly minigame, the fly spotting minigame. You had like sometimes flies will pop up and you had to smack them, and then a little minigame would start up. Some things like this that would be some special things that would only come up sometimes. I'm talking about things like this that would make it all a little bit more, how should I put it, more of a variety. Yeah, that would give more of a variety. I mean, who wouldn't want to, maybe after playing so many Mario levels, just have a quick, nice short mini game like Squid Jump in Splatoon 1. It was really a nice fit, and I think that something like the Fly Spot mini game, maybe the Fly Spot mini game is gonna be ported, but something like this would need to be here, and I just haven't seen anything of it yet. So let's now round it up with some leaks for the game. So first would be a Switch bundle with a red and a yellow Joy-Con. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen, maybe not immediately at the start of the game, but surely someday we will get it. Then several new elements, of course. These really are everything that one could imagine. As an example, the flying dry bones from 3D World, which were very, very, I think the only type of dry bones that you could see in that game, or just, what is it called again? These weird, the money pouch things. Yeah, that's right. Maybe them, or as just new types of blocks, or platforms. We already have these mushrooms and everything. How about now something that goes more into the direction of kind of these invisible paths that you have in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U. So just a bunch of new elements that you can see everywhere. Of course, also some things like Ice Flower, which are really not that new, but yeah, why not? And also one very short leak that I read about, and that I sadly cannot find the source anymore of, would be that they're gonna implement some kind of thing like they had with Street Pass for the 3DS version of Mario Maker 1. just means that like you can, if you carry a Switch around and have Mario Maker in it, then you can exchange levels with other people. I see the idea behind it because the Switch is the first handheld and home console hybrid fusion console. Yeah, sorry, but I don't know. The Switch doesn't really have anything Street Pass related, and nothing else. I don't think there's anything else that could be programmed in a game to make it that way. So yeah, it could be cool, but I don't think that it's gonna be there. So any more wishes that I have would be that they are gonna show what the last style is gonna be before releasing the game. I know that it's gonna take away the whole mystery thing, but if it really is gonna be another style, then I think it would be just better for the marketing of the whole game to show it right away. I think that they need a whole another direct for it, maybe just a little trailer, like we had with the date announcement trailer. I think it would just be better for the marketing, and I actually intended to have a good marketing thing. Yeah, but I can surely see why everyone is hyping. I am hyped too. I'm probably never gonna play anything else. Mega Man Mecha would it be, then I'll forget about it. And I also think that it will be great for all the Wii U players who maybe have sold their Wii U, or maybe the ones who couldn't play the Wii U version but surely wanted to. But also for newbies it's gonna be the best, and I think that Mario Maker 2 will be a really, really great game this year. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is Pokemon. Of course, Pokemon Sword and Shield, not the sleep one. That's gonna be for maybe another podcast. I don't know. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do this constantly, and if I'm not going to upload some podcast every now and then. If it's just gonna be about Nintendo stuff, or maybe even other gaming brands or other mediums like manga or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, Pokemon, yeah. So what did we got for Pokemon? The biggest thing I would say now would be Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing introduces this new mechanic where your Pokemon becomes big and everything, and I think that in regards of the raids, it's really great to have these raids now also implemented in the main main series Pokemon game. But it's just a bad attempt to have a combination of Z-moves and Mega Evolution, I think. I mean, your stats are all boosted, all your attacks are going to be super duper whatever. I don't actually think that this is such an original idea, and yeah, I'm sorry, but Dynamaxing is just not my thing. And as I've heard from the internet, I'm not even the only one, so yeah. I'm still want to wait for a game, but as of right now, I'm not really sure of it. And I think they should still continue to do maybe not new Z-moves, but at least new Mega Evolutions, because otherwise they'll just be forgot about. Then another thing that was shown was the characters. All the cool. It's nice to have a female here professor around again, after Professor Juniper. And also that she has her granddaughter as an assistant and everything. It's really nice. Then gym leader design. Yeah, a friend of mine said that the first gym leader there looks a little bit like Mirio from My Hero Academia, and yeah, he kind of misses a nose and is really buff for Pokemon characters, so it is kind of weird, I have to admit. But yeah, I think that the Water type gym leader makes up for that completely. I mean, she's just basically the next Pokemon Rule 34 character. But anyways, we have a champion was also already revealed. I think his name was Lucian or something like that. Or no, yeah, I think Lucian, or probably not Lucas, because that's the name of the protagonist from Diamond and Pearl, if I remember right. So Lucian, I don't know. I think that there's gonna be some kind of plot twist, because I would also always have plot twist around who the champion was. I mean, in X and Y, who would expect Diantha to be the champ after all? And in Sun and Moon, with the Quilpie, that was also a nice thing, and Haw. So I'm not sure about how it's going to be in Sword and Shield now, if it's really gonna be this guy. And I'm also kind of confused that his ace is a Charizard. That also confused me with Diantha, but I mean, her ace was a Gardevoir. I could understand that because of the new Mega Evolution. But now, I mean, Charizard from Generation 1, and Lance already had Charizard in his team, so I kind of don't get it, but okay. The new rival, yeah, I think this is again gonna be a rival that everyone's gonna be complaining about. His name was Hop, and he just looks like a friendly rival, so yeah, PokeTube is gonna hate. I said something about there being several rivals, so I have hopes for a good, another rival. Maybe like Ladian, or maybe even like Q, who was my favorite rival out of them all. But we'll see. So then the new Pokemon. We have the plant types, the Poland Pokemon. I think they look okay. Nothing too special. I mean, we already have that concept with Dumpluff from Generation 2. But it's pretty cool to have him around, I think. The turtle was, yeah, I don't know, it really looked like, it looked good, but also nothing new. I mean, okay, a turtle, we already had water turtles with the fossil from Generation 5, and also that it's now hard and everything. I mean, it's not a new concept. But the crow, I think, looks really badass. I mean, just look at that thing. I could also really see it being dark steel or dark flying, because it's a crow and it's black, so and it looks menacing, so everything about it's just gonna be dark type. But okay, I also see the steel and flying type, and also the legendaries. This is a hard topic. So, out of all the legendaries we ever had in Pokemon, I'm talking about the legendary Cavaliers here, I think these are the weakest. I really liked Solgaleo and Lunala because they had the right amount of mythology in them, but then also had like these cool new designs. I mean, Solgaleo stepped up the line game again, and Lunala bad game again, and they really just look cool with all these golden accessoires and everything. So after that, I actually had high hopes, but and it's not like I think their design is bad, it's just underwhelming. I mean, the sword one is just one boss from Dark Souls. The shield one just looks like another lion, and that would just be lame. I know it's a named wolf, but it still looks like a lion some way. And I like the ideas that how they went with the sword and the shield, but everything else, I think that they also really look too similar to each other to actually be the cover legendaries. I don't know if we're gonna have to expect another wolf for the third legendary. According to Norse mythology, not. There are only two wolves. For one, there were the two wolves of Odin, and for the second, there were the two wolves who devoured the sun and the moon for Ragnarok. I don't know which of the two are meant, but yeah. If you desire any more knowledge about how the legendary trio could look like, I recommend you checking out the video of Loxton and Noggin. I'll probably set a link in the description. But anyway, the next thing for Pokemon would... sorry, I almost forgot. Wooloo's the best Pokemon ever. Yeah. So, some else things for Pokemon. Nature Zones were revealed. Everyone hypes them to be the new open world like routes. I kind of get that, but I also think that we had something really similar with the world design, world building for Pokemon Sun and Moon, but okay, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's gonna be something really else. Who knows? Free camera movement is of course something very nice anyway. Then that you now have a Rotom smartphone. I think it's another of those tries to be modern and everything, but after having a Rotom Pokédex in Generation 4, it is a good idea, and I see a whole world just having their smartphones there, so yeah, why not? And then with the encounters, some people think that we're gonna have only the encounters from Let's Go. Some people think that the encounters are just going to be in a classic way. I think it's gonna be split up, that we're gonna have some normal classic Pokemon routes after all, in which we're gonna also have the classic encounters through the high grass and everything, but that we went in the nature zones gonna have the Let's Go encounters. Maybe I'm wrong again here, but this is just what I got out of it, and I actually think that that would be a really good solution. So yeah, my wishes for it, for one to now, other than in Pokemon Sun and Moon, not show too many spoilers, because that kind of ruined the Sun and Moon experience, but I think that we're on a good way for it. And the second one would be that when they're designing new Pokemon, that they're actually gonna design new Pokemon. Like, I can say that I think there was a Corgi Pokemon revealed at the gameplay from the E3, and a Corgi is a great fit and really fits to Britain after all, but I mean, like, the starters were animals we've already seen that many times, when they could really varied with it, and also with all the other Pokemon that were revealed, so I really just hope that they're gonna come up with some new concepts. I mean, there would be enough stuff for it. Come on, Game Freak, for us to develop, come on. Okay, that's it for Pokemon. Let's go about the E3. As with everything else I've handled before, I'm just gonna talk about everything shortly so that this podcast doesn't become too long. If you want to have more analyzations about the different topics, then I recommend checking out the description of the video, because I will link to some deeper analyzations from the whole directs and everything. So if you're more interested into a certain topic, or maybe even into all, then yeah, I just check out the description and click on the links. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is Animal Crossing New Horizons. This Animal Crossing game now has a new setting. We're now on a deserted island, instead of Isabel or someone like that having around as a kind of mayor role. You now have Tom Nook and his two, I think, his nephews. So that's something new, something unique. I saw some cool gameplay. It looks like Animal Crossing for the most of it, but some good and pressing. Sorry for the hiccup. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game, and about it now being published in 2020 instead of 2019. Of course, it's sad for all of us who've been waiting, but I mean, hey, at least when it's gonna be improved, so yeah. Next will be Link's Awakening with a HD remake. We kind of continued with the game by design, like inside of the houses. We have this kind of background behind the room, which looks really fascinating, and I think could build up a good atmosphere. Everything else in the plastic look design also was really nice, and I think they're really doing good with how they did with the graphics. The only thing that I didn't quite get was the new feature they talked about. It was the thing related to the dungeons and the dungeon rooms. I'm not sure if now you would just collect parts of a dungeon to then play through it, or actually have your own dungeon maker for Zelda. I think it's more the first one, but yeah, maybe it's kind of start to Zelda Maker, which I also hope will come one day. Then we have Smash, big topic. We're gonna be a summer update with 2 new DLC characters. One is gonna be Dragon Quest characters. I think it was 4 of them. One of the most recent Dragon Quest one, 3 from 3 other games. Sorry, I don't have that much Dragon Quest experience. But then also, Banjo-Kazooie finally got revealed in an epic reveal trailer featuring Donkey Kong and King K. Rool and Diddy Kong. And yeah, and Duck Hunt too. So I think this is really great. I expected 2 DLC fighters to come for in one direct, because it took so long for Joker. They really need to speed up a little bit if they wanna be finished by February 2020, as they said. But okay. And yeah, I don't expect that much new from the summer update, but of course it wouldn't hurt, so please. Then there were some little things talked about, like The Witcher coming to Nintendo Switch. I think it's gonna have that good of a resolution, but I just hope that the FPS runs good. Yeah, nothing more to say. No More Heroes 3 was announced. I don't have any experience with the No More Heroes series, but I'm happy for everyone that is happy because of this. When we just talked about Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest Light of Peace Definitive Edition S version, I think you know which game I mean, will come to the Nintendo Switch next time. I think that art style that you can vary with it, and the new riding things look good, but as I've said, I don't have that much experience for it. The same goes for a collection of mana. I think I'm gonna play it one day, but right now I don't have any experience with the mana series. But yeah, again, happy for everyone that is happy. And yeah, then some new additional infos to Pokemon. As I've said, a new gym leader, this time water type, and she really looks a lot nice. And also they said that you can, I think every Pokemon from the Galar region you can carry around in your Pokeball Plus. So if you have one of those, I guess you gotta have fun, so please, as you wish. Next thing gonna be is Luigi's Mansion 3. So for Luigi's Mansion 3 we're gonna have a hotel setting, which I think is really a good choice, brings up something new. It's gonna be one big mansion like in the first game again, which I'm really happy about. The levels from Luigi's Mansion 2 were nice, but they didn't just get quite the atmosphere from the first one. The new co-op mode shown with this think it was a skyscraper or scary scraper, something like that. It looked really good. Also, the new features with this slamming everything around, the wind element and the GUI, they all look like they're gonna be fun gameplay elements, so I'm really looking forward to that game. Then we're gonna go now to the Zelda thing. Cadence of Hyrule released, I think, big day that I'm recording this right now, and it really looks good. It's just basically what was to expect. Crypt of a Necrodancer with other characters, but yeah, Crypt of a Necrodancer is fun. Those other characters are cool. Why not combine it? That's a great idea. Just think that I won't get it from the start because $25 for this game right now. I have still to play the first part, like the Crypt. So I think I'm gonna pass for first and wait that maybe there's gonna be the price going down a little bit. But it looks cool. And now, of course, for the big bomb of a direct, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna be a sequel. I think this will be about what happened to Ganondorf after Ganon was sealed. And yeah, Zelda now has short hair, applause. I think in the beginning, when we saw these green lights flowing around, I first saw them as music notes. I don't know if there's actually not gonna be music an important part in the sequel. I mean, Breath of the Wild didn't have a music instrument for Link, so maybe we're gonna focus on this one now. And also there were theories that Link actually gets kidnapped right now and you will play as Zelda. I see that happening, but I'm really not sure. I'm not sure about anything right here. I highly recommend going to the Analysations for this trailer or teaser, just as you wanna call it, because I can't possibly uncover everything that is to uncover there. So it was the E3 of Nintendo, and there's actually just one little bit left that I have to talk about, and this would be a Splatoon 2 announcement. So this weekend, at least next weekend that is the time I'm recording it, there's gonna be like 3 different Splatfests for the 3 different zones of the world. For Europe, we have young versus old. I don't know which team to choose, and I don't think it is that good of a topic because both sides are essentially linked to each other. But okay. Then Japan has a weird thing with if they eat pineapple for a dish or not. I mean, Japan now had those weird things ongoing, but yeah, I really don't see it. I mean, you only have 2 Splatfests left, why have one of them based around how you eat your food again. And then the last thing would be the unicorn versus narwhals for America. And this is, I think, a really great question. Because, of course, there's a unicorn hype all around the world, but there's also narwhal hype. So making people choose between the two is, I think, a really good idea. Now for the big ending Splatfest for Splatoon 2, Chaos vs. Order. I don't know which side to choose. I mean, I could be the edgy guy to say, oh, class control, but I'm also think that a little bit of order can be okay sometimes. Actually, okay, so I want to talk about this. I just want to say that I think that's gonna be the main story impact for Splatoon 3 that's gonna come out. And I think that with the 5.0 update we may get a small little game mode, or maybe not because of the Splatfest thing, so maybe just some new, like the last things they're gonna improve before leaving Splatoon 2 alone. But I think it's really great to have this kind of big fest for the end, like with Splatoon 1. So that was all the talk about the games. I hope you enjoyed. Now it just follows a little real talk session. I wanted to say sorry again that I'm making videos so inconsistency. I've been really busy with school, but it seems like that in the next few weeks I'm gonna have a little bit more time, so maybe I'm gonna have like a golden time for my videos right now. I hope so. And actually wanted to ask you guys if you would maybe if you would watch little shorts for me. If you don't know what I mean, then you can watch maybe go to the channel I Don't Deserve Subs for a comparison. I'm talking about stuff like that because I think that that would be better than uploading nothing. And I know I'm not even gonna reach 20 people with this question, but please just consider answering it so that I can maybe become one day the kind of competent myth. Anyways, I hope you are having a good morning, good day, or good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.